Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Winch here with Defenders USA. Hey, I've got a treat for you today. I'm going to be shooting these Modern Samurai Projects 3 and 2 drill. The reason I'm doing this one is because Christopher Bean, an instructor with the Complete Combatant out of Georgia, he recently took the class and he got a 1.87 on this 3 and 2 drill. I'll explain in a minute. Or no, he got a 1.80. Now, a year ago, slightly more than a year ago, I did the exact same drill in the class with Scott Jedlinski, the Modern Samurai Project, and I got it in 1.87. So Christopher Bean, a full year later, beat my time by 0.07 seconds. So what I'm here today is to show you the 3 and 2 drill and to beat Chris Bean. I'm looking to get it somewhere in the 1.7, 1.75. We'll see how it goes. I've not shot yet for, I don't know, probably a week and a half now. So to me, this is a cold start for me today, but I want you to notice the target's at 3 yards. We'll be shooting at this A zone here, and I think the head circle there, or that head box. So what it is, it's 3 rounds to the A zone, 2 rounds to the head box, and we'll start on the timer of my beeper here. It's a random start time. I don't know when it'll go off. I simply push the button and it goes off when it wants to, at which point in time I'm going to draw my H&K VP9 from concealment appendix carry rig in a Haven Defense CO holster, havendefenseco.com. But I'll be pulling my H&K VP9, driving it out the target, making 3 rounds to the A zone, 3 rounds to the A zone, 2 to the head box. Let's see what the time is on this one. Okay. All right. So let's load up. Oh, by the way, just so you see this, I'm at 3 yards. That is the specifications of this. So you can see the target is clean. Target's clean. And now I want to show you the tape measure that I've brought out for this. And if you see the mark in the dirt where my toe is, that is 9 feet, if you can see it, so 3 yards. Okay, so let's set this up. Make sure I've got everything in the frame. Okay. Just a couple dry reps. That one was awful. Let's do it again. My understanding is you have 1 or 2 alibis on this, meaning if it doesn't go well, you get to try it again. But if you don't crack the shot. That was awful. One more time. Focus on the process. 3 and 2. Okay, let's just go with it. Let's see where we're at today. Cold. Completely cold. Okay, when this is done, I'll pick this up and I'll show you the timer and we'll check the hits. That was awful. Let me grab a pen real quick. That was absolutely terrible. I focus on the outcome. So we have 2 rounds in the A zone, 1 outside, 1 in the head, and 1 outside. So we're going to completely discount that one as a bad one on my part. The time was 1.89. If you can see it, 1.89. So we're going to write that down as a bad one. So number 1 was a 1.89 with 3 out of 5 hits. So that's a bad one. We don't like that. Now I'll tell you, I didn't see a thing. I didn't see my dot. I just let it rip. So I didn't see a thing here. So let's set this up and do this again. Just a couple dry reps. So I took the time to actually see my dot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Too high, two misses that were high. That was a 1.97. 1.97. I saw my dot on my first one, or the first three, and the target moved, by the way. The wind dropped it back a little bit. So the first three were here, and my last two were there. And I saw my dot was high. Okay, so that was a 1.97, and that was 3 out of 5 hits. So let's do this again. Tell you what, oh, Chris Bean's fast. Chris Bean is fast. And the wind's moving the target. Okay, here we go again. Here we go. Okay, that was a 177. That was a 177. Let's check it. Okay, so I threw 2. So there's one inside. This one's just outside. Even the grease ring is not touching. Yeah, grease ring is not touching. And this one is not touching. So that was a 1.77. Again, 3 out of 5. So I didn't see as much as I needed to see. It's freaking Chris Bean. All right, let's do it again. All right, focus on the process. 3 yards. Target's moving, guys. It's his fault. It's not mine. Okay, all clean on that one. Everything was solid and clean. I felt like I took my time on it. And that was a 1.88. 1.88. Okay, so everything was solid and good. I saw everything I needed to see. So that was a 1.88. 5 out of 5. Now, I did better than this last year. Granted, it was after 2 days of training with Scott Jedlinski, and I got a 1.87. So I'm 1/100ths or 1/1000ths or whatever it is off. So let's try it again. Here we go. Okay, I jumped the beep. So because of it, I tried to slow my down and stop myself. And by trying to slow myself down and stop myself, I actually shanked the first shot. That was a 1.30, 1.30. So I totally jumped the beep. There's no way for me to know when to start because it's a randomized beep. That's a line break, so that would count. And we've got everything else is in. So I'm not going to count that one. You know what? Let's put it down. We've got number 5. Okay, let's say jump the beep. Okay, and that was 1.30. It was 5 out of 5, but we also know that does not count. Let's do it again. Okay, that was all completely clean. It felt very slow, but let's take a look at the time. Okay, that was a 1:79. If you can see the time, 1:79. That was completely clean. Yep, everything's inside. So number 6th try was a 1.79, 5 out of 5. And let's just put this down here. Beat Chris Bean. Let's pull this up here so you can see this. Now, obviously I'm very much the better shooter here, right? Because I beat Chris Bean. Now ignore the other tries. Let's just pretend like this is the only time I did this, right? let's say this is my first one. So let's say this is number one. I did 1.79, 5 out of 5. You can see the target, everything that was previously misses marked, and I just beat Chris Bean. So, Chris Bean, go suck it. And we're going to pretend like on my very first try, I just beat you by 0.06 or 0.01 seconds. All right, boys and girls, Adam Lynch, Defenders USA. Chris Bean, my friend, I love you. Take care.